I'm Pastor Oliver Beans. I serve as the lead pastor at the Bridge Church in the Glen Carbon, Edwardsville area. We've been in our current facility for about 10 years. Prior to that, we were a tenant of the Cottonwood Mall in Edwardsville, but then when that closed down, we had to move with all the other tenants. And then we were a set-up tear-down church for a couple of years. We moved into this facility in April of 2010, and even then, knowing that it probably wasn't our long-term home, it was a little bit more of a lifeboat for that particular season. Over the past 10 years, we've continued to do great ministry out of here. We've impacted people, we've reached our community, and wonderful things have happened. We've worshiped in this place, but we've always known that there were some limitations. For one thing, it's not a great location. It's not visible. Coming from one area, you have to just turn around before you see it. There's no way to even really see the entrance from the main road. It's just not really a well-traveled path. It's not very handicap accessible. The main level is, but then for our youth and our children's areas, it's just a little tougher to get to. Finally, the size of the main room, while again we've done some great things out here, is just a little smaller than we'd like to allow our future expansion of things we'd like to see in our ministries. So last year, a building came on the market that we started pursuing very aggressively. We've raised funds. We actually have it under contract. We're in the process of selling our current building, and we plan to actually move into a new-to-us location on June 1st of this year. The building that we currently have under contract is just in a fantastic location. It's right behind the Walmart, so a very, very well-known location, very well-driven by people know. I've lost count in the conversations I've had with people and explained, oh, it's this building, would immediately go, oh, I know exactly the one you're talking about, which just isn't the reality where we are now. It's really laid out better to suit our ministry needs. It's currently the home of a fitness center, and so it has a big, wide-open room, has offices around the edge, and so while there will be some adjustments we need to make, in many ways, it's kind of move-in ready and can very easily fit what a church would need. One really cool thing that happened during this process is we actually got the opportunity to test drive the facility as a church. Back in December on Christmas Eve, actually, the current owners graciously allowed us. They gave us the keys, and we went in and we set up and we had our Christmas Eve service in the fitness studio at that point. So it was just a really great opportunity. People came. We had an open house for about a half an hour before and had all the doors open, all the lights open. People got to look and imagine where a classroom could be, where an office, what it would look like eventually. And then we just set up and had a very simple Christmas Eve service together. It was just a really great opportunity as a church to see what was to come. When it comes to challenging people to give towards this project, it wasn't like pulling teeth because our people were ready and willing. They realized that they were behind the mission. They were behind the vision of what we wanted to do in this community, what we thought God wanted to do in us and through us and for us. As much as our people really rose to the challenge, rose to the occasion, we knew immediately it wasn't something that we could do on our own. And so we reached out to the conference, to Gateway, to Superintendent Ben, and to figure out what are some ways we could accomplish this together. But we also, we applied for, we received a grant from the Gateway Conference. And so we had two churches. We had Emmanuel FMC and Hillsborough FMC, both dedicated portions of their Christmas offerings towards our relocation project. And beside that just being obviously a financial help for us, to be able to tell our people, tell our congregation as we were raising the funds, as we were still saying, hey, can we do this? Say, hey, there are other people coming alongside you. We're not alone. We have support in this. It just gave us even more encouragement that we were on the right direction, that we were on that path that God had for us, and we could keep moving ahead as we pursued this relocation. To make this project work, our church had to rise to the occasion, and they did, through their giving, through their support in so many ways. But also to make it work, we needed the help of the conference. And we're so grateful for the support of the conference and the other churches.